Well, today we're in Woody. We're at Blake School, and we have fifth grader Lan with us today. Lan, how are you?
Good.
You ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I understand that you've had a little bit of experience in fifth grade learning about exponents. So I'm going to give you a word problem, and I'd like you to write down anything on the board that you think is going to be important to solve this problem.
Okay.
You ready? Okay. Do you cook a lot?
Not really.
Not really, not yet. Well, you're in fifth grade. You'll start cooking a little bit more as you get older. Anyway, there's this one cook, and he uses hot peppers to make salsa. You like hot peppers?
A little bit.
A little bit? I like them a little bit too, because... all right. So the cook uses hot peppers, and he uses 3 to the third peppers. So why don't you go ahead and write down that 3 to the third. Perfect. So you've got the exponent up there with the base number here. Another way to say 3 to the third is what?
3 cubed.
3 cubed. And before we go on with the problem, because I know there are some students watching, and they may not be clear on exactly what exponents are or how they work. What does 3 cubed or 3 to the third mean? What will you be doing with that?
It means like you do 3 times 3 times 3.
Okay, so why don't we go ahead and write that out over here for some students that aren't familiar with that. Right, so 3 to the third is the same as taking that base number and raise third times, right? 3 times 3 times 3. Because sometimes there are students, they look at this and they go 3 to the third, it's 9, because what are they doing?
3 times 3.
They're just doing 3 times 3, right? But if we actually do this, what will this become?
27.
27. You knew that quickly like that, right? Okay, let's finish the problem. So he uses 3 to the third peppers in every bowl, and he has 5 bowls of salsa. How many peppers will he be using in all? So are there any other numbers you think you need to write down?
5 bowls.
Right? Okay. So we have 5 bowls. And this is the amount of peppers for one bowl. All right, so why don't you just label this peppers
Purple.
per bowl. Good. And underneath here, why don't we just go ahead and write that for the students that are still figuring out how exponents work.
So just put 27 right here.
There you go. Okay, so if we have 27 peppers per bowl, it's going to be a lot of peppers. But how are we going to figure out how many peppers?
27 times 5.
27 times 5. So go ahead and write that down for us.
Let's put that right here.
And as you do that, go ahead and explain to me what numbers you're multiplying and what you're getting.
Okay. So 7 times 5 is 35. So you put your 5 right there and you bring up take your 3 over. Then 2 times 5 is 10, and then you add your 3, it would be 13. So that'd be 135 peppers.
135 peppers altogether. All right. That'd be pretty hot salsa, wouldn't it? All right, nicely done. 3 to the third amount of peppers in every bowl. 5 bowls using exponents and then multiplying it. Lan, good job.